In Morgan.
WUSA 9 News at 5 starts right now with a weather impact alert. The remnants of Tropical Storm Debby are about to bring a lot of rain to the D.C. region. So starting tomorrow, we are expecting heavy downpours and flooding across our region.
Right now, the storm is centered off the coast of South Carolina. These are live pictures from Myrtle Beach. We're going to get them to you in just a moment. This is courtesy of EarthCam, where heavy rain has led to a flash flood warning, though we still see some people walking around over there. All that tropical moisture is headed toward us. So thank you for being here with us. And this is an important day to be watching and preparing. I'm Leslie Foster.
And I'm Lorenzo Hall. So we issue these weather impact alerts ahead of dangerous or inconvenient weather that will force you to change your plans. And we know Debby checks all of the boxes here. Tonight we have team coverage of Debby and the impacts we are expecting here. Meteorologist Michaela Lucero is helping you get your home ready for Debby.
Well, we're going to start with the chief, Topper Shot. And Top, you just got that update from the National Hurricane Center. So what's the latest?
Debby has just barely moved. I mean, it's now about 50 miles to the southeast of Charleston. You were with us at top of the 4. It was about 55 miles. So it's moved less than 6 miles in like 3 hours. It still is going to remain a tropical storm until it makes landfall and gets well into South Carolina by the time it's 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Winds go down to 45. Then it goes to the east of Roanoke. It's still going to the west of us, which is important. That shifted the heavy axis of rain west and gives us a chance for severe weather south and west of town. But by 2 o'clock on Friday afternoon, it's almost past us, so it's going to even move faster. We've taken Saturday morning out of the weather impact alert. We might be able to escape with a decent Friday night. We shall see. This is the area of Fredericksburg, Warrenton, maybe up to Leesburg and Culpeper. We're kind of concerned about severe weather Thursday night into Friday morning as the storm eventually just kind of brushes us. So we do have some showers and storms right now. They are not, they have no hail, no wind, but they are crazy moisture laden. I mean, tremendous rains into Fairfax County. We've already seen some flooding over toward Chestertown and Easton. So be advised, you're going south and east of town, you're going to see some, downpours. Potomac Heights down toward La Plata, heading down 301 and over toward Manassas. Now, the radar for the storm, it's still providing a tremendous amount of moisture across, really it's hammering now southeastern sections of North Carolina around Wilmington. We'll zoom in a little bit. Some of the bands go to Norfolk. Some of the bands go up to Richmond. Yes, that is in association with Debby. Our showers are not. We'll zoom in. I changed this map and I made it 48 hours. Look at this, 10 inches of rain just to the north of Myrtle Beach in the last 48 hours. So we have flood watches to the west. Does not include for the time being the immediate metro. Doesn't mean we're not going to see 1, 2, 3 inches of rain, but the lion's share rain is going to be Hagerstown to Winchester, out toward Woodstock and Martinsburg along I-81. Okay, so tonight at 9:30, some leftover showers. By Thursday morning, here comes some showers. The front's going to live back to the north as some of the bands get up here. That is early Thursday. Tremendous rains possible southeast of us in the sections of southern Maryland. So the morning commute looks a mess. By 1 o'clock, showers moving back to the north. We'll come back. We'll take you all the way through Thursday night and Friday morning and have an update on the weekend.
All right, well, we got a little bit of good news out of that, but we still got to get ready for this one day of significant rain, right? Okay, Tropical Storm Debby has already left her mark on large parts of the South. In Huger, South Carolina, people were forced to wade through flooded streets. Several inches of rain has already fallen there, as you can see, and more is expected.
Yeah, and tonight Debby is being blamed for at least 6 deaths, including a 19-year-old who died when a tree fell in his home in Georgia. Meanwhile, tens of thousands of people across the South are still without power. And with stormy weather on its way, it's very important that your sump pump is in working order.
Oh, you need that. Meteorologist Michaela Lucero is here with some tips from the pros to help you make sure you are ready for the rain.
Let's start with the basics. What is a sump pump and how does it work? When we get a soaking rain, the ground can become oversaturated and water can start to pool up. This pooling can happen underneath your home or business, and that's where your sump pump kicks in. Now, a sump pump is usually in your basement. In your basement, and it will pump out that water that starts to pool up underneath your home. And if left unmanaged, it can flood your basement or even cause damage to your foundation. So how do you make sure your sump pump is working? I spoke with local plumber Craig Rebstock, who breaks it down.
An easy way to check your sump pump. Certain sump pumps have a couple different ways. The sump pumps we like to use, you just lift the lid off your sump pump pit, and there's a white ball. That's what's called the float. When you lift the float up, you can lift it up with one finger. It should initiate. So it should come on, and you would hear a noise. It's not a real loud noise, but you can definitely hear it. So that's one way to check. And there's another sump pump that has a second cord. You can actually remove the second cord on the outside, plug the first one in, and that will also come on, just of that nature.
So now is the time to do some of those checks to make sure that your sump pump is in working order, as we are going to see some heavy rainfall from Tropical Storm Debby over the next couple of days, and you won't have to worry about a flooded basement or foundation damage. From the sump pump in our station, I'm meteorologist Michaela Lucero, WUSA 9.
Okay, so we did the right thing. We made sure ours was in working order, thanks to Michaela.
Good
All
job,
right.
Michaela.
Now, preparations for Debbie's arrival are also underway in Alexandria, Virginia. Earlier today, our cameras caught people, picking up their sandbags in Old Town. More sandbags are being handed out right now. By the way, it's happening on South Quaker Lane until 7 o'clock tonight. That's right near the rail yard. There is a limit of 5 bags per person. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin issued a state of emergency for the Commonwealth yesterday.
Now, the Nationals are changing their plans because of Debby. Tonight's game against the Giants is still set to get started around 6:45, but tomorrow's game against the San Francisco Giants has been moved up to 12:05 p.m. The Nats then head out west for a series against the Angels starting Friday. And as all of us prepare for the remnants of Debby, now is a great time to download our free WUSA 9 app. To get started, point your phone's camera at the QR code on your screen, then tap the link that pops up. Don't forget to turn on the push notifications. We want to make sure you get those breaking news and weather impact alerts. By the way, you can always get the latest weather impact forecast streaming on WUSA 9 Plus. It's free for Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, and most streaming platforms. Tonight at 8 o'clock, Topper's going to have a live streaming update on the forecast. And then he'll update us again on the news at 11.
All right, some other news we're following tonight. Police are still looking for the person who shot and killed a young boy.